El Salvador has now made Bitcoin a legal tender. MicroStrategy just raised money again for them to be able to buy Bitcoin, and it was oversubscribed. And you're seeing more Bitcoin miners moving towards renewable energy. The news may look negative in some fronts. The price may be down, but if you look at it from a value perspective, it looks very, 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 very promising. Hey guys, so for those who have been following me for quite some time, you do know that my style for deploying capital is I have a portion that's set aside for trading, meaning make money off fluctuations, buying it low with an intent that later on, because of the volatility, it would push up and sell, or in a way follow the trend. As long as it's still heading up, as long as it's still in an uptrend, I will hold on to it. But after some time, after maximizing the uptrend, when we see reversals happen in the charts, that's when I also will sell. But all of that is for my trading portfolio. Please do remember that I split my portfolio into trading and then investing. And over the course of videos that you have seen in this channel, I've spent a lot of time talking about dividend investing. I've spent also some time talking about specific ratios that could be very, very beneficial for all of you if you want to nitpick and look at individual stocks in terms of their valuations, in terms of some fundamental items. But I want to share something that's, in my opinion, generally easy to understand for a lot of people that want to enter the stock market. And in investing, there's two things to consider. Number one is the price, and number two is the value. And what you see on a daily basis that's moving is the price. Those are the fluctuations that you see in Dito stock, in MM, in ASEN, in Jollibee, in Ayala Corp, or even in US stocks from Tesla, Facebook, PayPal, Disney, Coke, or even in the cryptocurrency market for Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Doge, VET, and so much more. That's the price. That's the fluctuation. That's what changes on a day-to-day basis. And prices go up because there are more buyers than sellers. There are more buyers that are willing to buy the prices higher. And in the same way, prices go down when sellers overwhelm the buyers. Meaning, when sellers just want to get out, regardless of what asset class this is, regardless if it's stocks or cryptocurrencies, when sellers want to get out of a certain position, and then there's not a lot of people willing to buy it higher, they have no choice but to put their posts lower so that the transaction will be fulfilled. In essence, no, a lack of buyers willing to buy it higher brings prices down. Prices are pretty much determined by sentiment. Prices are pretty much determined by how people feel. It could be also driven by the news. But here's what I want to submit to all of you who want to be investors. This one changes on a day-to-day basis, on a minute-per-minute basis, on an hourly basis. However, value does not change over time. And it's one good way, it's one passive way for you to actually invest, especially if you just want to invest based on what's happening on the macro, that, okay, the day-to-day fluctuations does not matter to you as much because you know what you're investing in is something that will be part of the future. And let me give this example. You've been hearing this over and over in the channel. I've been investing in Facebook for more than 8 years already. And that 8-year span, we've seen the price of Facebook massively also go up. We've seen it push up. But even in that long-term upward move that Facebook is having, there were snippets in between that there were a lot of volatility that it would also push down, especially when there were either legal actions or there were scandals in Facebook or there were breaches in security, or anytime there were negative news on it, we saw it push down. And one of the reasons why I invested in Facebook, because I saw its value. I saw its value from a macro perspective. What do I mean about that? It's all about following where consumer behavior is. When people wake up, a large chunk of people look at their phones first. A large chunk of people look at social media first before going about their day. Some of them look at Facebook even before they brush their teeth. Mobile technology is everything right now. And whoever owns mobile and whoever grabs the attention of people there will actually win. I also saw that from my own experience, meaning before I would access everything from my laptop because of internet speeds being faster through the years, no, not just when you're at home, but even when you're out, and apps that made it easier for people to be able to access the data. The shift moved into something that was mobile. And that was one of the reasons why I invested in Facebook. I saw a shift on how people consumed, and I saw that Facebook had a large amount of attention on it. Facebook makes money via ads. Before, when it was traffic and you're riding a bus or whatever means of travel you are at. When it's traffic in EDSA, you're riding, you're not driving, you'd definitely see the billboards. Or you would see people in the 90s that were riding buses, read newspapers or magazines. Right now, when it's traffic, people are on their phones, people are looking down and posting, reading, or streaming videos via their phone. And knowing that Facebook makes money via ads, the larger the traffic they have in their platform, the larger the command they have in their ad rates. And I saw that already 2013, and I saw that already that this is not something that's going away. You would see more and more and more people just enter this space even more, especially as internet speeds would be faster, and not just faster but also cheaper. I guess looking at it from a perspective of ads, you'd make a radio ad or if you would make a newspaper ad, it would be hard for you to quantify who's watching, who's reading, is it a male or a female, from what area are they, how long are they actually staying. I guess that's what's nice about Facebook. You get to see and quantify it. I went into detail talking about that, but that's how you can analyze it. No, it's not just about looking at it from a debt to equity ratio perspective. It's not just looking at it from a liquidity ratio perspective. It's not just looking at it from a price to earnings standpoint or looking at the sales or the net income. But when you look at the macro, that's what makes it very, very interesting. And even right now for Philippine stocks, that's why I've been firm believer of companies that are highly connected to the telco space, highly connected to data, because right here, right now, we're just gonna see the use of data. We're just gonna see the use of the internet just continue to just boom and just continually zoom. That's why I've been spending a lot of time even with Converge or Globe, because I know that the larger amount of people will be plugged into the internet, the larger their upside still will be. And that goes also for even PLDT. And let's see also how the data will go also for Dito when they start disclosing their earnings after their operation. But even for stocks in the States, I've been highly putting in investments that are highly connected to fintech, because in the same way that the phone is everything right now, everyone will be transacting via their phones. So the Squares, the PayPals of this world, that's so relevant for me. And even companies that are highly connected into artificial intelligence, because I really believe that artificial intelligence is part of our future. So one of the things that you can do now, and you don't have to be an expert in the stock market to be able to know all of the nooks and crannies inside of it. As long as you can figure out or have a semblance of, okay, the price is going down, but what I'm investing in, they're getting more users, they're getting more traction, they're getting more ads, they're actually earning more people are accepting them more than ever. Think about it this way. Bitcoin right now, no, it's around 39,000 US dollars. It's below the 40 mark. But at any point in time while you're watching this video, it's very, very far from its all-time high. It has dropped massively. But in my opinion, while all of that was happening, think about it. El Salvador has now made Bitcoin a legal tender. MicroStrategy just raised money again for them to be able to buy Bitcoin, and it was oversubscribed. And you're seeing more Bitcoin miners moving towards renewable energy. The news may look negative in some fronts. The price may be down, but if you look at it from a value perspective, it looks very, 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 very promising. And the same conviction that I'm putting in the stock market, or the same analysis on how I look at value, is the same way also as how I look at the cryptocurrency market space. So that's what I'm saying. Of course, we don't have a crystal ball. No one has a crystal ball. We can't really predict. We can't really project who will win 10 years, 15 years down the line. But what we can do is look at where we believe it's actually going, where we think behavior will be. I think that's where the money will be. Every time we do invest in something that majority, the broad market has not really understood yet, that's where the upside will be. That's where you think you can actually grow and earn. Because when everyone appreciates it already, or pagtanggap na siya ng lahat ng tao, then it will be fairly priced. And I've been saying this in a lot of the videos that the value right now, even for real estate, is to look at what areas will have an upside still that's not yet appreciated by people. And I've said this in other videos that I really believe that any property that will be highly connected to e-commerce will do very, very well, regardless if it will be an area for logistics or a warehouse or a fulfillment center or a cloud kitchen or anything else in between. But anything that will be connected to fulfill things off the internet will do very, very well. And in the same way, we've seen this over and over. People have been moving out of cities. They've been buying landed properties. primarily because of this pandemic, that people have appreciated it more, that, hey, I can make money even if I'm at home, and that I don't even have to go out. If I want to make money, I can actually do it right now, and I don't even have to live in the city. And that's why we're seeing an appreciation, especially for properties that are outside Metro Manila in the higher side of things. Always look for the value. So meaning, if prices go down, but it does not change the value, that will give you the conviction to buy so much more. So that's my style, over and over and over and over and over and over again. Be it for Bitcoin, be it for Ethereum, be it for BNB, for Tesla, for Facebook, for PayPal, for Disney, for Coke, for Jollibee, for Ayala Corp, for Starbucks, for Globe Telecoms, whatever asset it is, be it land also in a condo, as long as I see value in it, even if the price is down, I'll be willing to allot and deploy capital in it, because I'm not in it to make money over the next 10 minutes. I'm there to position when everyone was scared or when everyone did not want to come in will fully be utilized. It also goes hand in hand with me willing to wait. It also goes hand in hand me having the discipline to come in when everyone doesn't. It's also me being patient that whatever I put in there, it's designated for that, na hindi dapat ako manghinayang. Please remember this, guys. Anytime you deploy capital into something that it's really intended for that, and then you've studied it, if it doesn't move so fast, as long as the value of what you invested in does not change, you don't need to panic, even if the prices would go down, because it will allow you to add. And I'm saying this over and over, guys. Please do remember, this is a context for investors, not really for traders. For traders, if it goes down, it dips, you cut, you live to fight another day. But if you're an investor and the value is so amazing, that will allow you to add, double down, and put in some more. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope that this is something that was insightful for all of you. Just me sharing my thoughts. I've been seeing more and more people moving into the stock market and cryptocurrency space, and I just want to share continually ideologies that will actually help you. So if you want more of this, like, share, subscribe, and smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. My name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor. And if you want to invest in the crypto markets, the Forex markets, and the stock market, we have links down below for brokerages that you can actually try and start with. And above and beyond that, if you want to join me for our Stock Smarts technical analysis course, if you want to learn how to trade the markets using technicals, links are down in the description below as well, even for the books that I've written. So that's it for now. It's a great start to the week. I hope that this video is something that is insightful and is something that will help you make the right decision with your investments as you move closer to financial freedom. And please do note not to buy, sell, hold, or avoid just because I talk about it here. Please analyze, please learn. This is not financial advice. Learn to analyze your investments on your own because it's your money, it's your responsibility. And I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.